welcome to ATX Comedy Review. I am ChadO.
Yes.
This is my new co-host, Mike Hudak, today.
Co-host. Wow, I got promoted right away. Look at that.
Right
Walk
away.
in the door, and he's like, hey, I got your promotion papers.
He went from guest to co-host. Derek Dimple had a run. He is hosting Madrone's a little early tonight, so he's doing his coffee, music, and comedy debut.
You were saying he plays the piano?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I didn't know he was talented that way either until he actually I went to one of the shows and he played piano right behind it. Now the show I went to, he was actually hosting and playing piano, so he was running back and forth.
Okay.
But I think tonight he's just playing piano.
Nice.
But
that's cool.
yeah, we got to ring. Anyways, usually he'll play behind the comics. And the day he was hosting, he was giving them the option: do you want the music or not? Dog, will you stop? I got this dog playing with my feet.
Lisa's playing with your feet and not like trying to hump your leg or something.
No, she's trying to get attention. But he would play. He would ask him, "Do you want music or not?" And a lot of people would say, "No, I don't want music." But I thought it was kind of fun. It kind of gave me a little riff, improv. You know, that's something that I love about these mics, man. Like the challenge mic, like his mic. There's all these different elements to comedy that we're getting thrown into in Austin, where like a lot of these smaller towns, you don't have that option. You only have your feature, your host, and your headliner.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see these different types of comedy aspects that we've been talking about here the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, but there's definitely a lot. Challenge Bike is great. Maggie's got a great thing going on there, and I know she brought it over from LA.
Yeah.
And it's great because it actually gets you thinking on your feet, as opposed to just being constantly married to like, wow, I got to go up and I got to, this is this joke. Right. It's like, and just formulaic. You don't live in the moment, like that's one of the most fun things to do about comedy is like just living in the moment and not like kind of having a plan what you're going to do, but like not.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
being willing to take that plan and throw it out the fucking window,
I used to do a little stand up beforehand, like have a little bit of a plan. But last time I went in, I just went first topic, same topic all the way through. She gave me a little prize for doing the one topic and nothing else. But that was kind of cool. That was, I think, my real first time to not really do anything else other than the topic.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my own challenge. But
yeah.
You have a couple of mics now. You host one of the toughest rooms in town. I usually hit you Tuesday night on my last stop.
Yeah,
and I like it, man. If you get the crowd's attention, you can actually get.
It's a hidden gem.
Yeah.
It's got the reputation because it's been around for a while. It's got the reputation. I used to call it Austin's toughest room.
Right.
And
that scared people away, obviously.
No, not really. No, I mean, you'd be surprised. People kind of like the challenge, but I used to call it that. And then I was told by another comic who I don't really get along with anymore.
Okay.
He's
so fuck that guy.
Yeah, I know. He was like, he said, "Oh, you can't call it Austin's toughest room," And I was like, okay. So I just took that and ran with it. So now I have a different descriptor of it every single week.
Did you have a reason? Was there an Austin toughest room already? Was there?
No. I mean, there was crap that went down at the mic, and I had told one of the comics that hey, you're gonna deal with hecklers, and there was one heckler in the crowd and just wouldn't stop, and then they almost ended up getting into a fight.
Oh wow.
And it just turned into a nightmare.
The comic really didn't know how to react properly.
They had a tough time.
Yeah,
okay. Exactly. Which, I mean, that's a fine line you walk anyways when you start dealing with heckling, but
sure.
Basically, it worked out, so I couldn't really call it Austin's toughest room anymore. So
that sounds like Austin's toughest room to me. I mean, that sounds pretty tough.
Tim Warner described it best, and I think it's the best descriptor of it is that it's Austin's realest room.
Yeah.
Like if you go up and something's funny, they'll laugh.
Yeah.
If it's not, they're not going to laugh. Yeah. You're not going to get that sympathy laugh that you get in some other places from your buddies in the back of the room.
Oh, yeah.
So
people who buy a ticket for comedy,
right?
They're there to laugh.
Yeah.
These people are not there to laugh. A lot of them don't even know there's comedy tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like an ambush comedy show.
Yeah.
So you drop that on them. They're sitting there. they want to drink their Michelob Ultra and Fireball whiskey and watch Sports Center highlights or something. Like
I know that's what you do while I'm up there. But,
yeah. Actually, I just try to keep my sanity when I'm trying to run 35 different comics in a night.
Yeah, man.
And starting at 10 o'clock at night too.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of work, man.
Yeah, you start late, run late, but you push them through there. You have 35, 40 comics come through every week.
On average, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's when we first started that. Well, I should say, when I was going to that mic when I first started, there was another guy that used to run it. His name was Chris Seeley. He is also the manager at the bar. So he was a comic in town, but also managed Anderson Mill Pub. And he used to run that every Thursday night, and we would struggle to get 5 comics in there.
Oh,
it was 5 comics, and he'd be like, everybody can do 10 minutes, and then nobody cared.
Wow.
So we built that into, I mean, granted, there was an influx of comics that came to Austin.
Try getting a 10-minute mic now with only 5 people showing up. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think a 10-minute mic should be a thing anyways. It's hard enough to do 4 minutes of new stuff, and especially with the newer comics too.
Yeah, I'm just trying to build these longer sets. Like I could do something. So that's why I do 3 mics at night. I'll do Maggie's mic to write some new stuff, and then I'll go to Creek in the Cave, and there's a bucket pool mic there, and then I'll run up to your mic, and I'll do a continuation of what I did at the Creek on your mic. So I'll extend it, and if you give me more time, which you sometimes do, I'll reattach the verse of that stuff. And I'm trying to build, get 15 minutes out of a night, so trying to anyways.
Yeah.
But
Not a bad idea.
always trying to write, trying put new stuff together, but some things don't work, obviously.
Yeah.
But man. And now you're on some shows this week, aren't you?
I just had my show last night.
What was your show?
My show, I run a monthly showcase over at Slackers Brewing Company.
Nice.
Northwest Austin. It's actually right around the corner from Anderson Mill Pub.
Okay.
We run that once a month, usually third Saturday of every month. I always rotate new comics in, bring a lot of newer comics that don't, like comics that you won't see too often around Austin.
Like me.
I mean, honestly, last night I was a comic there from Denver. He's in town for a little while now, and I haven't seen him on anything else.
Oh, yeah.
Robbie Camiso, and he did a great job last
cool.
night. And it's a good spot for. And there was another comic from Florida, a friend of mine, Giovanni Neal. She did Austin.
Oh, nice. So you pulled him from other state.
I always end up getting hit up a lot on social media whenever somebody's coming into town. For some reason, I get messaged all the time. Hey, I'm coming into town. Want to see if there's any spots available on any shows that you know of, and here's a tape, and blah 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 blah. Yeah. So I try to get people in, especially when they're in from out of town. So that way they're not just sitting there doing open mics the entire time. They're getting an opportunity for like a little paid spot
right
there. It's not much, but it's something.
Which is something you said is tough about people starting in this town.
Yes, because I started in this town and I still have a hard time.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. But yeah, I like to give those people like opportunities.
That's cool, man. So that was the last. How did the show go?
Great. We had a packed house last night. It was the guy who owns the brewery. His name's Derek. Great dude. Great to work with. It was his birthday, so he had some people in there last night. It was a nice little crowd in there last night. I mean, I think the room holds, standing room, about 100.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe 110, and we were almost at capacity last night. So, and I mean, it was pretty packed in there. It was good, and Chad Fisher took over the headlining spot because Hunter Duncan was supposed to be the headlining comic, but he had like a family issue or something he had to go take care of. So Chad fit in on that, slid right into that spot and did a fantastic job.
Awesome. It's good to have that.
Yeah, everybody did really well.
Something you get to do is, as a open mic host, is see these talents come through here and know who can slide in and slide out.
Yeah,
that's awesome, brother.
Yeah, I actually like to take, there's been a few times I've pulled people from like the Anderson Mill open mics, the A-Mill Pub open mics, and I've actually put them on the shows.
That's
like
cool, bro.
Tony Pepperoni, his first gig here was at Slackers.
That's fun.
Yeah. I try to pull people. Trent Bradley, same thing.
Nice, man. Yeah, Trent's fun.
Yeah.
Now, do you do any other shows?
I do. I have another show that I'm booking, and that's coming up in March 4th.
Okay.
And that's going to be in Georgetown. We were supposed to have it on. Funny story. We were supposed to. It's at this place called Hardtails Bar and Grill, and it's it's kind of like a biker themed bar type of deal. So, but it's a really cool room, and they've been itching for comedy. They like the manager there. She was like, great lady. Her name's Tammy, and she's like, yeah, we need to get you in here. We need to get comedy in here. And so I was like, yeah, great, absolutely. And we were supposed to have the show 2 days after Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and to my luck, it was about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. The show was supposed to be at 8. I had Jay LaFar coming up from San Antonio, who was going to headline. And luckily, I called him and got him in time because they had ended up having to cancel the show. Oh. Yeah, there was a big shootout.
Shit.
In the bar that day.
Might be the problem with biker bars.
Yeah. So they shut down the bar, and it was like they just completely shut everything down. Georgetown PD, SWAT was there. Everything. Oh man, there was like, they said, somebody pulled out a gun and started to shoot.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
That's good.
So they ended up having to cancel the show. So we ended up rescheduling it for March 4th, and hopefully there's no shootouts there.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Well, come armed just in case. Yeah.
And it was the same. The fucked up part too is like it was the same day, that same morning. Anderson Mill Pub got shot up too.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, both of my bars got shot up in the same day.
And you're not a suspect at all?
No, not at all.
Not an interested person?
No, not a person of interest. I was in Liberty Hill sitting there like figuring out.
You have an alibi already?
Yeah.
That's suspicious.
Have it ready to go. Yeah. You got to have one on standby.
Hey, April, can you bring mic number 3 down on the bars there? On the switches, just take it all the way off. There you go. Yeah, we were having some extra echo. Now it sounds better.
Echoey.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Because we don't have that third person, Derek.
That's right, Derek. Yeah. Got to go play the piano, Derek.
Which he's good at. He's nice. It's have you ever been to the Comedy Store?
In LA, yeah. I haven't been to the La Jolla one, but I've been to the LA Comedy Store.
La Jolla.
La Jolla.
I was like, what the fuck did he just say?
La Jolla.
Yeah.
I'm white, okay?
Yeah.
Jesus.
No. So yeah, the Comedy Store has in their not their big room, but their medium sized room. I can't remember what they're called.
Oh yeah,
they have a piano accompaniment.
That's the OR, isn't it?
No, that's the big one.
No, okay, so
right.
There's the main room, there's the OR, and there's a belly room.
Yeah, okay, so not the belly room, not the main room. I guess the OR.
The OR.
Yeah. So they always have piano accompaniment in there when they would come in and out. But then sometimes they would have people, like some people that have them play through and whatnot. Sure. That's kind of what reminded me of was that old classic style, that vaudeville, feel.
That shit. Yeah,
it was fun.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I like the Comedy Store, man. It was a cool little spot. It's kind of like, I mean, when you go out there, I didn't work the Comedy Store, but I was in LA for a week. I worked Flappers, and I worked, did all the Fourth Walls and Sal's Comedy Hole. That was interesting. Yeah. Big Italian restaurant out front.
But that's where like Jay Leno still goes. I think he
goes to Sal's.
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah.
It's a cool room, man.
Yeah.
It's a great space.
You'll see one of his funky cars out there every once in a while.
Yeah. That's awesome.
He's working on new material or whatever. And,
yeah. Even after he got all burned up.
I don't know about anymore. Yeah, he might. If you see the amulets out there, it might be him. But no.
Yeah. Well, dude, he was actually, what was it, like a week or two afterwards. Like, he's already back out.
Back on stage. Just doing it. Yeah.
And he's making fun of it. And I'm like, that's what you need to do.
He's a true stand-up.
Yeah.
I mean, he really is.
He really is.
Yeah. I mean, he has all the money in the world, doesn't have to do shit.
Yeah.
Still goes out there every fucking week. Every Tuesday or whatever, he's on stage,
He enjoys it.
Yeah. Tuesday nights.
That's it. That's it.
It's the magic night.
That's right.
Man. Let's see. What else do we... So usually we talk about Kill Tony and who's been on it and whatnot. Usually Derek and I try, but we don't get on, which same thing this last week. But have you ever actually done it in your 4 years here? No?
No, I've never even gone down there.
You refuse to fucking stand in line with us? And...
It's not even that, man. It's like they start forming the line at what, like 5 o'clock?
I get there around 6 in line,
Yeah, and then, I mean, Christ, I'm still at my day job at that time.
Yeah.
So I just don't, and that's on a Monday.
Yeah.
Re-entry Monday, I get, just balls to the wall on Mondays. So, I don't really get the opportunity. I think it's great that when guys get up there, like some of the local comics,
Yeah.
you know, that we work with on a regular basis.
Yeah,
and they go up and they do a
them,
great job. It's awesome. You
Yeah.
know, I'm really happy for them. But yeah, I've never myself gone down to.
I've stood in that line like 28 times now, and
Still haven't gone out.
no, man, it's like that first guy, that guy who you see in line, like right in front of me or right behind me, who's like, "Oh, I just got into town. It's my first time. I've never done stand up before." That's who gets on. You know?
Yeah.
So it's going down there wasting your time. It does get a little whatever, but it'd be cool. It's what I came here for. I didn't do stand up for the first 3 weeks. I actually signed up, and then on the fourth week, Audrey Scott said, "Yo, bro, don't do that.
Right.
Get on stage, start doing some stand up.
Yeah, don't just go up and expect to do a minute and do a great job if you're not doing it.
I want that holy shit moment. I thought, I knew how to write, I knew how to do, do whatever. So I thought I'd have it, but in honesty, it was better to have some stage time and actually do it. And,
sure.
But I still haven't got on, but however it goes, then we'll see. But
yeah. I haven't tried. I don't know if it's something I'll ever even attempt to. Not that I have anything against it. It just I don't really get the opportunity to. I got to make money. So.
No, I get it, man.
Got bills to pay. Got a house and shit.
Yeah, that's for sure, brother.
Yeah.
But then see, so like you're the one who told me that bucket pulls are rigged. So I'm gonna jump into this for you.
I don't know about.
Well, I just got confirmation from fucking Hans Kim that I got pulled last week for his show that I've been going to every week, and he's like, "Nah, you've done it enough," and he pulled somebody else. So I was like, "Okay."
We used to have, and the reason I say they're rigged. Okay, so basically, there was this open mic that everybody used to go to. It's like one of the most well-known open mics in Austin from the old guard. Like before COVID, before the influx of California and New York and Chicago got here, and it's called Mr. Tramps.
Okay.
Anybody that was in comedy in Austin before
Mr. Tramps.
Yeah, they know Mr. Tramps.
Okay.
So they used to have 2 open mics a week, Sunday nights and Wednesday nights, and they're both late night, like Anderson Mill Pub. So they were 10:30 actually is when they started, and so. They were both bucket pulls.
Uh-huh.
So what they do is you write your name down, put it in the bucket, and then they draw 5 at a time. They'd be like, "Here's your next 5 comics," the host would. And then they literally pull out a name, and they can just say whatever name they want.
Yeah.
So that's when I say that they're rigged. I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things where you're like, come on, dude. Right?
Yeah.
Really, all the buddies get up early and...
Well, I thought I was a buddy, but I got held back.
Apparently. Yeah, and that's what they did. So, I mean, you end up sitting around till the end of the night, and just like, dude, I was here signing up early. And
well, it was definitely shitty that I sat there and went through the whole fucking show.
Yeah,
and
it sucks.
Yeah, so I will not maybe show as much support for that as I did before.
Yeah. I can't stand bucket mics. I really can't.
The idea I had for mine was that you actually, if I was to do one, was you have the bucket on stage, each person pulls the name that follows. Each person that's on stage pulls the next person, blah,
sure.
blah, blah. It just goes on like that.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
sure.
like shotgunning it, basically. Yeah.
And plus, it keeps everybody in the room.
Yeah.
Everybody has to listen for their name.
Yeah.
So you have more of an audience.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's pain in the ass, man. That's why I don't do that. I literally just do my sign-ups for...
Do you let people bump in on your list?
Once in a great while, I will. Like, it depends. Like, I know Maggie... She liked to show up afterwards.
She just finished her show.
But because she just had hers down the street. So, when she, I can't put her in at like 10 because I don't know if she's going to be there.
Right,
so what I'll do is I'll just have her name off to the side. And then when she shows up, and I'll find a spot to fit her in. Most of the time it's from somebody who will cancel out, be like, hey, I can't make it. Okay, no problem.
But you do show up on time on hers and put your name on her list, just to be clear. No.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. It's perks of the job, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's... I try not to do that. I really do. I try to just keep it, hey man, this is the order. I even got to the point where I was time stamping whenever people would like hit me up on social media during the day.
Yeah.
And I have a list. Like, I mean, I really do. Like, I'll even pull it up. Like, I've got a list where, hold on, where are we? No, that's not the one. Okay. Like, I don't know if the camera can even see that right there. Probably not because of that. But yeah, like, I've got like timestamps.
Oh yeah, when they actually yeah.
See, because what I do is that
they're really close together actually.
yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They really are. And anybody that doesn't have a timestamp, they were all at exactly 11. So what I end up doing, because I've had this happen, you'll get a comic and be like, "What the fuck, dude? I hit you up at like 11:01, man. Why am I 17th? You know?"
It was actually
I was like,
11:06.
because yeah, I'll be like, well, first off, it was 11:03 or 11:04. And everybody else here hit me up at exactly 11. He's like, "No, it wasn't. I know I was right on time." I'm like, "Go in and check your DM." Because it tells it anytime you send a message to somebody, it has the time on it.
Yeah.
It's like sent at 11, and then they're like, "Oh," I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'm not out to fuck anybody over. You know, you show up, you get time." So
how's that crowd at 10:00 usually? I come in like around midnight.
Yeah. You and Alden are usually the late night.
Yeah.
The last two I can count. Like I always put you guys down at the bottom of the list because I know they'll be here. Yeah. 10:00's all right. People are there's always a decent little crowd in there, like actual crowd too, not just comics, which is nice because we never had that before.
Yeah.
And if you do plenty of open mics around Austin, you know most of the time you're just going up in front of the other comics.
Right.
And it's
that's why I like
nightmare.
it. Yeah. There's always a lot of people there. That's why I go up at midnight or 1.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a crowd.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And they're already pretty hammered at that time.
So they show up most of the time. They show up hammered.
Yeah, so they'll tell you
it's
if
a dive bar.
If it's funny. Yeah, they'll tell you if it's not.
Yeah.
They definitely tell you.
Yeah, they're very honest.
Yeah.
They're an honest room.
But it's cool coming off stage and you hear from them. Hey, that was funny. That was good. It's a real, like you said, it's a real honest crowd.
Yeah.
That's the best place to get compliments is in a room like that because
Yeah.
they're not expecting to see you. They didn't come to see you.
Right.
And,
they don't. They don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Exactly. They don't know who any of us are. Yeah. So, but that's why I also tell comics too all the time, and I think it's good practice. This is what I was told when I started. They just always record every set.
Yeah,
every single set. Like if you're going up there and you're not recording yourself, it's painful to go back and I fucking hate going back the next day and like listening to my set.
Yeah.
I can't stand listening to myself. But it's good because then I can pick up like, oh, what worked? That works.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a note. I'm gonna write that down in my notebook and be like, oh, that worked. That was good. Now I can take that and now I've got something that, all right, so the rest of the week, this is what I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna work on that bit.
Yeah.
Especially a place like Anderson Mill Pub where like it's an honest room.
Yeah.
If you get a laugh in there, fucking write that down.
Yeah, man.
Because if that works there, it'll work just about anywhere else.
That's
in
awesome.
The city.
Yeah, no, I love it. That's really honest. The best place I love to get laughs because they are. I get their attention. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, but I get their attention. You know? And as soon as you get their attention, they're listening.
Yep.
And if you don't do something with that fucking attention,
Yep.
they're gonna fucking turn on you.
Yep.
So if you start making them laugh,
They check out.
Yeah.
They just check it out. They'll spin around.
Yeah. And
you know.
they'll make it very noticeable.
Yes.
They'll let it be known. So if you got them the whole time, you got them.
Yep.
That's a great feeling.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's very cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
What else should we throw in there, Mike? What do you want to talk about? It's kind of how the weekend review went for us. But.
The weekend review. Jesus, I don't know. I didn't really get out too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did all week. I was just a lot of work on the show that I had last night, the one I produced, and then
what kind of advice would you give for a comic trying to get on a show such as yours that you just produced? Let's say somebody looking to get that next step from open mic Anderson Mill to a show like that.
Just trying to get a spot on the show. Just keep working on just be funny. Just work on your set. A lot of time one thing that kind of drives me fucking nuts is comics that are afraid, like they'll go up to an open mic and they feel like they need to write a new 4 or 5 minutes every single time they go up to every single open mic, and they think, oh well, they've already heard this. It's like, well, who heard it? Who heard what you're doing? The other comics? That's who gives a shit,
right?
It's your workout time there. Mm-hmm. If there is a crowd there, that's when you use, try to use that crowd to be like, okay, what works, what doesn't. But like, fucking, the other comics are not buying tickets.
Yeah.
Comics get into the shows for free for the most part. You know, so why even cater to that? you know? So I just say, you know, just work on stuff. You know, if even 2-3 weeks in a row, you're working on the same bits,
Right.
same, whatever. You're pulling a word out here and there. You're trying to trim the fat. You're trying to just change the way you say something. Be like, you know, I'm going to change. I'm going to say it this way, or I'm going to say it this way. You know, like you're just trying little things out like that, trying to craft that 5 minutes, and then just keep doing that. And then once you get that, get a nice, you know, 5 minute set on tape. Make sure you hang on to it. Don't fucking go and I don't know why people do this. I could go on all day. This is just my personal opinions, anyways. And fucking
All the stuff I do, go on.
well, no, yeah. Everything you do, Chad, you're doing it wrong. Okay, no.
But what you're about to say, posting clips?
Yeah, posting clips, dude. Like, okay, so I understand you're trying to get content out, and that's good. But like, you post up the clips now, and you're like, oh, this is fucking good. I'm gonna put this clip up. I guarantee you, in 1 year, you're going to go back and look at that clip, and you're going to be like,
Well, that's my goal, is to keep on progressing.
Yikes.
You know, you have a timeline,
Right?
even of the same joke, even, you know, just show the progression of that joke. So I'm not saying that this is the best part of it,
Right.
But this is my joke right now,
Right.
So if somebody tries to tell a joke like this,
Yeah.
this happened on this day,
Yeah.
You know, so
Dude, prevent somebody from stealing it.
well, at least I have it there, you know.
I never worried about that. Like, if somebody's going to steal my joke, okay, it must have been pretty good if somebody wants to steal it first off. And second off, I wrote it, therefore, I think I can write another one.
Well, that was my theory on a lot of things I wrote that people have taken, you know.
Yeah.
But eventually, you want to do some of your own material,
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So yeah. Not saying that people take my jokes. I'm saying that in other fields of scripts I've sent out, I've seen my stuff out there.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It kind of pisses you off. Of course. I mean, naturally, it's like you look at somebody that does that, and you're just like, you thieving mother.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, it's just great that, you know, you're honoring me enough to put me in your movie in that way, but not make mine. But,
Imitation's the finest form of flattery.
Yeah. So, anyways, not speaking of thieves or anything, but man. So putting clips out, you're like, it's gonna suck in a year or whatever. It's gonna suck in a week for a lot of the stuff I put out.
Yeah.
I mumble through a lot of my shit. I try to do it, you know, but I'm just really trying to progress that joke. And if I see that and I'm like, oh man, that's terrible, but I know that joke is good enough to post, so that might be something I'd work in and keep that bit going, and you know, expand on it. So you might see it again and again, and like you said, the audience already saw it. Fuck them, they're gonna see it again. They're gonna see it again as I progress it, make it better, you know, too.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah, I think that's a big thing. Is just getting that 5 minutes on tape, having that ready to go. Try to get somewhat of a headshot.
Yeah, the classic.
Dude. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times it drives me fucking nuts where I'll get a comic that sends me a headshot and it's them like sitting at the bar at Chili's or something. You know, like it's their Facebook profile photo from like 2 years ago. You know, it's like it's you driving a car. It's like that's not a headshot.
We can't put that on a poster.
Right, exactly. I put that on a poster. It looks like fucking Facebook Zoom comedy show. And I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's a big thing. Try to get a headshot. Try to write. Yeah, try to put together like a press kit. You know, like that's a big thing. Like it really, if you want to start getting booked and like getting gig, in order to submit to festivals, they'll ask for that. They'll ask for a headshot. They'll ask for a 5-minute clip. They're going to ask for, hey, do you have a bio? You know, so that way when you on any shows that you're on, they can go and, hey, so ChadO is, you know, he's a writer and a comedian based in Austin, Texas, and he's done, you know. People want to know about like who they're going to see, what kind of comedy. He brings observational, everyday life observations and makes them fun. You know, just some sort of bio.
That's great advice, man.
Have one ready to go. Have short. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. You know, like a paragraph. You know, nothing spectacular, but just something that you can have as a press kit. You know, and have that ready to send out. You know. Because a lot of time, anytime you ask to get booked, especially if somebody doesn't know you, you know, they're gonna the first thing, hey man, I'm definitely interested in seeing what you got. And, can you send me a headshot and a 5-minute clip?
Here's a link to my Facebook.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Fucking driving. Yeah, here's my profile photo. You know, like what the fuck. No, that's a big thing, man. Have a press kit.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people say, I don't care. It's my personal opinion, but. It's like, oh, well, why invest in headshots and spend that money when you should be just trying to get funny? It's like you can do both.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Right.
I mean, and you don't have to spend a ton of money on a headshot. Just get a nice backdrop, you know, like this right here, like something like that, and just have somebody take a nice picture and just edit it up, clean it up, and boom, there's your headshot.
Yeah,
it cost you what, 20 minutes a time?
Sure.
You don't need to go and spend $200, $300 on a photo shoot.
Right.
Know? Just get something that looks professional.
Okay.
You know,
That's good advice.
Yeah, and stop, for the love of God, stop sending pictures of you sitting at the bar in Chili's.
I know there's one.
Chili's sucks. First off, I mean,
You're
it's
specifically
terrible.
talking about. And he's listening to this, going, all right, I get it.
Yeah,
I work at Chili's. It's hard not to.
dude, come on, man. At least you're a cook, though. You know what I mean. So you don't have to subject yourself to all the abuse of the servers.
Oh, that's fun, man. That's cool. That's good advice, brother.
Yeah, that's
definitely look into putting together a good press kit, a press kit that people can open up, see you, who you are, read about you, and have a video of it.
Yeah, like I want to know who I'm booking. You
Yeah.
know, like just tell me. You know, and I mean, you can say all you want about your clip, and as far as the clip goes too, don't just start the clip when it doesn't have to be like this nice intro and music, or doesn't have to. Don't send clips of like different sets like mashed together into 5 minutes. Most of us, like when we book shows, like we're not gonna watch past 2-3 minutes anyways.
Okay.
So get right to it. You know, start your clip where it's like, you know, hey, welcome to stage ChadO. You come up, hey, I'm ChadO. That's where you start it. You don't start. I don't want to see the host. I don't give a fuck about that. You don't need to have a graphic at the front or anything. Like, just nice and easy. Here's a clip. Boom. This is me. You know, here's 5 minutes for you to see.
Nice.
So
Okay. Well, good advice, man. So start your clip. Don't start with bullshit. Start with jokes.
yeah. The whole point is we're comics. We're telling jokes.
Yeah.
So
I'm just checking on our time here.
yeah, man.
We've hit the 30-minute mark.
Nice.
Here, but yeah.
When do we get the light?
Well, we try to keep it 30 minutes,
That's cool.
or some people go an hour, but I just want to make sure that we cover everything within that 30 minutes, though. 'Cause,
Yeah.
most people don't have it.
Yeah, network TV shit. I know. Listen, we got to put our commercials in, okay?
No, not yet. My 28 subscribers so far are
Nice.
are commercial free.
Oh, okay. They get the good content right now.
They get top level.
Yeah.
No. Plus, we don't have any
Don't
sponsors.
take it for granted. One of these days, it's going to be 300,000, and you're going to be sitting there on the ground level, being like, "Well, I got it when there was no commercials."
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So don't take it for granted. You're getting value right now.
For sure. Well, Mike, man, I appreciate you coming out and discussing Austin comedy with us. Anything else you want to throw in there before? I don't want to cut you short, man. I just want to make sure that you had your fair shake at this.
Yeah. I mean, I guess just check out my social media.
Mike Hudak.
At Hey It's Mike Hudak. It's very simple. Facebook and Instagram. My Instagram, I still haven't figured out social media yet. I'm kind of social media stupid.
Oh, yeah.
So to speak. I'm still trying to figure that out. But yeah, my Instagram is mostly just memes and like
It's not selfie and food?
Yeah,
No
yeah.
selfies of food?
No, I'm not a food selfie guy. I mean, how embarrassing is that to sit there and take food selfies of you eating a Big Mac anyways, Like,
Yeah.
when you eat dog shit
That
food
would
on
be the most hilarious comic or page, though, if it's like all pictures of like Big Macs and like tacos and like how they do with the nice meals, but no, it's just an unwrapped taco just like laid out.
just sitting there.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. Man.
Here's my Martian ramen bowl right now.
Exactly. Yeah, you should have that with a little package next to it. Like,
this little silver flavoring pack.
Yeah. It looks nice,
Hashtag dinner.
Yeah, there it is. I think we just unlocked your potential, man.
I know. Right there it is. There it is. I'm trying to get a sponsorship, so that way
maybe ramen will sponsor you. You're just gonna have a house full of ramen. It's gonna be all shrimp flavored. The stuff that nobody eats, the squid ramen's gonna come to your house. Just
well, all the comics they always talk about like, oh yeah, I don't have a good paying job. I live in a studio apartment with 3 other roommates.
Comics that have apartments? I know most of them I know have cars.
Yeah,
That's where they live.
And they live in cars. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what they should be doing. You know, if you don't have any money, try to get a sponsorship. Try to get sponsored by ramen.
There you go. Yeah. Stop trying to report the news with a background. And
Exactly.
Just go for the ramen sponsorship.
I was trying to not really, but kind of half-assed for a little while. I was trying to get sponsored by Four Loko.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's disgusting liquor. It's fucking shitty liquor, but I love it.
Yeah. I wonder how many letters they got a day looking for sponsorship.
Oh, dude, I can only imagine. Every dirtbag in the world, myself included, we're all like, "Hey, you should sponsor me, man." I'll put, Are you
competing with Kid Rock? And who are you competing with on that?
I think Kid Rock is better off. What was it, Marlboro Reds or Pall Malls?
It's probably Newports. So
Newports. Which I heard they were trying to get rid of menthol cigarettes. I don't know. I'm not a cigarette smoker.
Well, that was before they started doing vapes, and then vapes came out like, oh, fuck, we don't know what to do now.
Yeah.
Everything's flavored in menthol, and we're screwed.
It's so ridiculous to think about how the progression of people like smoking has gone. I remember back in the day, it was
filterless.
Yeah, filterless, and hey man, can I get a smoke? Yeah, no problem. And then it turned into filtered or fucking very thin. So it's weak tobacco, and then it's hey man, can I get a smoke? And somebody's like, oh, that's bad for you, right?
Yeah.
And now it's 2023, and people are like, hey man, can I plug my cigarette into your USB?
Yeah. Exactly.
The fuck? I need to charge my cigarette. What happened?
Yeah, I saw somebody driving an electric vehicle, smoking a regular cigarette. I just felt wrong about that. That doesn't seem right. You should have an electric cigarette for an electric vehicle. You can't be analog one way and not.
I don't think Teslas come with ashtrays.
Yeah.
Christ's sake, they're sitting on top of a lithium battery, man.
You got to plug in your cigarette if you're gonna drive that car.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's got to be the pink ones.
Maybe they're afraid of draining the battery.
Yeah.
You drain your car to charge your cigarette. It might be a problem. You got to give and take.
I only drove my car's rated for 250 miles in between each charge, but I only made it to 210. Why? Because I had to fucking charge my vape, bro.
Yeah. I only go to the gas station for cigarettes now.
Yeah, exactly. I can order my cigarettes through Amazon.
Yeah.
Just get. I heard that there's some of those too. What was it? There's the pink. I forget the name of them. It's like a brand of vape. There's actual it's been proven that they test them. They have people that test them over in China. So some dude sits there and puffs on it, and then they package it and send it over. So people that they get them here, it's already been
it's been hit by a couple.
It's been hit by some Chinese dude.
Just like every girlfriend you ever dated. No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. If it was my ex-girlfriend, it'd be every half of South Florida. Freaking whore.
Yeah. But anyways, so somebody pre-tested your e-cigarettes, make sure they work.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
There's no mouth condom on them or anything. They're just hitting that shit.
Yeah, just raw dogging it. Yeah, raw dogging that vape and sending it over. Courtesy of China.
That's how we get COVID right there. It's all the e-cigarettes. It
wasn't, right.
That was the flights.
So what you're saying is anybody that vapes is technically a super spreader.
That's what happened.
That's right.
Anybody buys vapes from China is what it is.
That's right.
All you low lifes getting your e-cigarettes, not going analog, getting your American tobacco, paying your American tax stamps.
I think they actually make those vapes in a Wuhan lab.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's the
bat juice that they squeeze out.
That's right. Yeah.
That's what gives you the big clouds, the bat juice.
And it smells like cotton candy. Cotton candy bats.
That's how it flies. That's how you get those, push those.
Yeah.
It's in their DNA. Mm-hmm. They know to stay away from that shit.
Exactly. It's a repellent.
Yeah. Anyways, Anyways,
It's fucking went off on a tangent.
well, that's good. That's what we're looking for, man.
Yeah.
Those little clippable moments so we can post them and go in a year and go, man, I could have done so much better.
Yeah. We think it's good now, and then in the year, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah. So, Mike won't watch his clips, so we'll post them all up.
That's right.
He's not even on social media. He just wants you to follow him.
That's right. Follow me so that way you get quality memes.
Yeah, there it is.
That's it.
And I think you should do some food. You should do that unwrap burger. You should do unwrapping videos of like bags of drive-through food.
Well, I was thinking about doing a like I said, like cooking clips, like showing how to cook things, and just gonna be like shit like pasta and ramen,
Cheese on crackers.
how to cook.
Today we have the cheese whiz.
Yeah.
We're going with the American spread.
Yep.
I like the lighter. It's more of a sharper taste.
That's right. Gotta come up with all the foodie fucking terms for them. Here we have a nice ramen with a beef packet reduction.
You can almost taste the cricket legs.
Exactly. This is really good. It tastes like fucking poverty.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
I wonder if there's a guy eating the ramen before he sends it out. You have the guy doing the cigarettes. The little guy testing your packet. Yeah, all right, it's good.
Exactly. That's actually where ramen comes
Just
from.
a little fun dip on his finger.
That's where ramen come from. It was a Chinese guy that ate pasta and he shit it out and they put it into a packet and freeze dry it.
Freeze dry that shit.
And send it over.
Yeah, that's the stuff we can't process. You try it.
Yeah, exactly. It ran right through us. Why does this look like a yellow tapeworm?
It might have been. It's freeze dried now.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're safe.
Yeah.
It's been FDA cleared. And the FDA always approves everything.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm just pushing buttons.
Cool.
Making sure that it stays funny. You got a whole little.
That's good.
Yeah.
Is that a soundboard?
No, we do have sounds. We can drop
a
little bomb.
Nice.
Fatality.
Yep. There we go. It's good.
I need some more though. This is kind of outdated. It's from my Talking Today podcast where it was just like smoking weed and talking about like aliens and shit.
Nice.
But so I need to update it a little bit better.
What do you think is going to happen? Do you think there's going to be a lot more shit coming out about the aliens or what?
I don't know. I think they gave us all that stuff and then like okay, nobody really cares, so we're just gonna not. You got enough now. I think because there's like all older stuff anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a little video. Yeah, you guys were right. There's some stuff out there we don't know what it is. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
it's crazy, man. I'm a big like Area 51 buff, so like every documentary you can imagine.
Bob Lazar. I saw
Bob Lazar. Yeah.
When I was a kid, my dad lived in Vegas, and I would go out and visit him. I saw that actually on the news, like him actually doing it.
Him and George Knapp.
Yeah. So it was kind of cool to see that evolve and whatnot. But I think, I mean, as far as credible witnesses goes, somebody who thinks that the government's going to kill them, because their wife's cheating on them, whatever. Yeah. So
yeah, they were tapping his phone, and then he had no idea she was having an affair.
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, by the way, your wife's having an affair,"
and you're fired.
It's like, talk about a shitty day. Yeah. Fucking that poor bastard, man. Holy shit. And then now he lives in like Michigan or something, and he's running a business over there, and they keep raiding his business.
Yeah, looking for that
Element 115. Yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy.
Because he keeps on saying he has it.
He hints at it. It's like
he had made a video about it. He actually made a video where they actually used some of it to do.
Yeah, the cloud chamber. The cloud chamber thing. Yeah, that movie that Jeremy Corbell came out with was awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, it's cool to see Bob, being out more open because he did some videos with John Lear and those guys back in the days, but nobody really ever saw those. But now it's on Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. So. Well, I mean, that was also imagine if we had social media back in like 1989 when he did that interview. Holy shit!
Would those guys be dead? Would those guys? A lot of those guys who ended up having heart attacks and shit.
They would have treated it like the Hunter Biden laptop, and they would have just like brushed it. I don't nothing to see here.
People were dying real quick when they started putting stuff out before, and now it's like, fuck.
Oh yeah. The fucking government. They weren't fucking around either, man. They were just Yeah. Hey, we'll come by and shoot you and your wife and your family and your dog.
I saw a clip about a guy who worked for the Men in Black. This is this is one of those Facebook scroll things. He's talking about his time in there, and they had a wand that would give people a heart attack. And he was talking about all the people he silenced, documentarians, and he gives a list of everybody he's fucking killed with this thing in his time in the Men in Black. And he said one person, the wand didn't work on it, so he had to strangle her to death. And he'd go back to his thing, get debriefed, and do his whole clearing his mind, whatever, and then that's it.
What do you think?
That job.
What do you think? If Will Smith was actually a Man in Black, would he have used that on Chris Rock?
I think you have to be really.
Think he would have fucking tapped him with it?
I think you have to have the samurai soul to have that kind of wand. You can't really just be walking around with that shit and just tapping people.
Just tapping people because your
wife
wife
assigned. Yeah.
Because your wife is sleeping with like a 20-year-old.
Yeah, no, you smack somebody for that shit.
Yeah.
But you can't just fucking just in front of everybody just tap them out. But yeah.
Fucking crazy, man. Yeah, I'm big into that stuff. It's really interesting. Like all the shit that comes out, there's always something new that's coming out. And it's like slow leaks.
Well, all these underground tunnels and underground bases, underground everything is just really, if one of the things I heard is, they are liquefying the shit, but what's left over is the minerals. So if you have a mining company nearby or whatever, you get all the dump from their underground base. So you win. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
And, let them dig in your area. So
yeah. Not to mention all the fucking burn pits that they had out there and shit that was like making people really sick, deathly ill.
Nuclear test.
So,
if they're throwing out there in Nevada,
yeah,
the wind changes. Whatever.
The wind blows like down over the base, from the tester. It's fucking crazy, man. Yeah, it's nuts.
But hey, that's just an excuse to hide more aliens, right?
That's right. Yeah, nobody wants to go out there, but.
Where was the original place that they had out in where they originally took the Area 51 crash?
Oh, Roswell.
No, yeah. Where was that they took that crash to? What base? Patterson?
Oh, yeah. No, it's Wright. Was it Wright Patterson?
Yeah,
up in Ohio.
Oh, in Ohio. Yeah. See, now that's something nobody really discusses. What's going on in that motherfucker?
Yeah,
that's probably where the real shit's going down. That's where the actor and Nixon went and saw the alien too, right? To the moon, Alice.
Oh shit! Fuck! I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not coming to me either.
Yeah.
Well, they got
George. I know it's the character, but fuck yeah. Anyways, they took him to. Yeah, I think it was Nixon or.
Nixon was what 72.
Yeah, now we're just spouting out bullshit now.
Something like that. Well, there's the other area too that a lot of people don't know as much about. Like, everybody knows Area 51. They're like, oh, that's the holy grail right there. That's where all the aliens are. It's like, but do you know there's a place in Utah too, Dugway Proving Ground. Go look that shit up.
Okay.
There's a lot of crazy shit about that place too. You're not going to find many videos on it, but there's a lot of articles and stuff on it.
Dugway Proving Ground.
Dugway Proving Ground.
Can you give us an example of what's going on down there?
They say that's like that's where they probably send all the stuff that people think is in Area 51. They send it there. So it's almost like they call it like Area 52, which is the dumbest thing in the world, because the whole reason they call it Area 51 is because that was how it was coded on the nuclear energy map.
Sure.
They're like, there's Area 51, 52, 55, 57. That's Area 51 was where they happen to have Groom Lake. But yeah, it's Dugway Proving Ground in Utah. It's they do a bunch of like crazy shit up there. They work on like laser energy and all kinds of weird shit that happens.
So that's the government stuff. Now there's independent companies like Boeing and all these other places that supposedly have unlocked time travel and all this other shit that don't have to say shit, don't have to be under government.
Whatever. Skunkworks, Lockheed. They do a bunch of crazy shit, and that building's always. It's never. They said that there hasn't been like work being done there since the stealth fighter came out.
Yeah, it's always parking lot's full.
But the parking lot's always full. They're always working on shit. There's always, it's like there's stuff they're doing that we don't even know about, man.
Yeah.
You know, like we're 50 years beyond what we even know of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They say everything that's ever been in a movie, whatever. Is
they already know how to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Grabbing the aliens out of fourth dimensions or some shit.
Yeah.
There's some crazy stuff out there. But that'd be interesting to be a private citizen in that kind of specter, find out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we work with aliens. We have airplanes. Yeah, that's our day job. But no,
I'm waiting for the first politician to run for office based solely on. All right, here's what. If I get elected, I'm telling everybody what's really going on with the aliens. And watch all the people come out of the woodwork. I'm voting for that guy. You know.
Well, they do that, and then they get in office, and then they don't get to say shit.
Yeah.
There's definitely something that they're showing. Like Bill Hicks used to say, they show them the JFK.
Yeah.
From a different angle or whatever.
Yeah. You can figure it out.
Yeah. They don't say shit no more. Yeah. It's an interesting thing to see when they get to that level and then they get in there and they're like, oh, well, yeah. I got other things to worry about.
Exactly. Yeah. I got bills and shit.
There's a war going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
Yeah,
well, cool, brother.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming out, Mike.
Oh, thanks for having me, man. It's a good time, man.
Yeah,
I
bro.
really appreciate it. Anytime you can get up on camera and on out in podcast land, it's always good.
Yeah, man. It's there forever. It's
Yeah.
a clip now. It'll be
it.
clipped out.
That's it.
You're in the system.
I am in the system now, so I
cool,
can
bro.
write that down. Write this date
It's
down.
not. It's in there. You don't have to write anything down. It's timed. It's time stamped. It's in the universe.
Yep.
Well, cool, bro.
Right on, man.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
We're out.
See ya.
Comedy review. Cool, man.
Sweet.
Hey, brother.